alert, so probably nobody got it early. Jump right into it. But today, I'm going to take this rc8.2, start tearing it down, getting it cleaned up. It's about time to start seeing the overall condition. I mean, we got it all fired up last time. Thing was ready to go. I want to take it apart, go through it a little better. All right, so let's give this a couple minutes. Let me get set up. Let a couple people show. We'll have some fun. Oh, sinuses are killing me today. All right, let's turn that volume down. Got an ad to watch the Super Bowl. I ain't watching that. Hey, the Nitro Addiction is in the chat. What's going on, John? Sorry I didn't do any type of notification or anything today. Just kind of jumped into it. Got some stuff going on today. Going racing, so, racing stuff. So let's take a look at this thing. I got on the last slide, we got it running, so the engine is good. I'm not sure if I'm going to even run this Nova, but, it's a good engine to have. I'll have it as a spare, if anything. RPM, welcome to the chat, brother. Good to see you. What's up? Oh, nothing bad. Just going to the track. Got my sinus problem, the same thing that you always have going on now. I don't know what happened last night. I was feeling fine when I went to bed. Wake up, nose is all messed up. All right. As far as the body on this, I think I'm going to run it. This thing looks pretty cool. I'm not a yellow fan, but man, it does look pretty good. It's got a couple of cracks, but somebody put drywall tape and probably the good old shoe goo on the bottom of it, so it's not real heavy. It's pretty strong. I mean, the crack right here is probably the worst one, but with the shoe goo and stuff underneath it, it seems pretty good. I don't see a problem. Definitely going to change out the wing. I just want a different one. I was thinking about getting a yellow wing to match the yellow on the front with the yellow wheels. I think that'd look pretty good. So let's see what's going on in the chat here. Nitro's here, RPM is here. So what are you guys up to today? Doing any running? I know John's going to go out on Sunday. He said back to the track. That's why I want to get this thing going, because that's my plans for that. This in the spring, we're definitely going to expand our horizons, get off the carpet a little bit, and we're going to head out on some dirt. A2RC, good seeing you, bud. What buggy is that? This is a Team Associated rc8.2. It's got a Nova Rossi buggy Team 4 engine. We started that one up last time, ran pretty good. But let's start taking this thing apart. I want to break it down and just see how bad it is, because this thing has been sitting for a long time. Like the turnbuckles are rusty, the sway bars are rusty. I'm sure the diffs need to be gone over. I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff here. So my goal for today is I want to break this thing down, get a better look at it, and see what's going on. See what else she has to tell us. So first things first, it's got AKA wheels on it. It's kind of funny. You could tell that perhaps they were, the diffs are going to definitely need to be done. Anybody want to tell me like a real easy way to tell that more than likely that center diff's going to need some love? Anybody see the problem? Well, here's the problem. These are exactly the same wheels all the way around. They are not a different tire. You still got some tread on the back here, barely, just on the outsides. But you look on the front, man, these things are slicks. I actually got some grip to them. I might hang on to them. The wheels are in good shape. I will keep the wheels, but you could tell that these front tires were spinning a hell of a lot more than the rear tires. So that's definitely, we're going to need some, it's going to need some love there. Good morning, Corey. How are you, brother? Freezing your ass off up there in Canada? Let's get these wheels off, see what's underneath. All right. wonder if that came stock. That's something I didn't even notice that. It's got the aluminum hub carriers. That's pretty cool. I dig that. But I don't know. Let me zoom in here. You can see what I'm talking about. If you look, see all that rust? Yeah, that's swell. Probably gonna get a hardware kit for it and replace everything. I don't know if I'll be able to clean these turnbuckles up, but I don't think they're very expensive. All right, put this back on for the time being, so I don't lose them. Let's get all these wheels off, start working on this thing, and then we'll start from the top down. Now, the reason I bought this was, that goes the other way. The flange is facing out. All right, cool. Good to know. Harold, how you doing, brother? The reason I bought this was because JP's RC is planning on doing that speed challenge, so now I got something I can play. It only has them on the front. It doesn't have them on the rear. I wonder, I'm going to have to look this thing up. I wonder if that was just how it came or somebody paid the money for those. That, I don't know if those are team associated, to be honest. If you look at them, the anodizing in the blue is a little different than, let's say, the anodizing on the hexes. So these might not even be team associated, but they have a nice silver cut all the way around the top. So probably a half decent part. What are the rules for the Buggy Speed Challenge, A2RCX? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. JP plans to run that in the spring. That's going to be his baby. So if anybody's not a member of JP's channel, I highly recommend you check him out. Pretty sure most of us here are. But I'm not sure. I don't know if he's going to limit engine size or what, or if it's 8th scale, run what you brung. That's going to be his deal. But he has a live later on tomorrow. I'm sure that'd be a great time to ask him. I'm trying to win that challenge, Harold says. Man, you're going to have your work cut out for you because I'm trying to win that challenge. Nah, I got some engines, but I'm not gonna overgear the crap out of this thing. I plan to race this on a track, so I don't want to go crazy, you know what I mean? All right, let's get these off. One thing I think I should check, probably a good idea. I think I left all the electronics in this. I could probably throw that hump pack in it and see if it has just enough power in it to see if these servos are any good. These are a Spectrum S651. They're not a terrible servo. Plastic case. I believe they're metal geared. They're not the fastest thing, but you know, for an RTR, you got much worse. 27 ZVB, 21 Z. Oh boy, it's gonna be a tough one to get through this one today. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. All right. Am I having connection issues, or is it just my computer? Probably just computer. Are you talking about the 12 TR? What do you mean, A2? All right, so back to what I was doing with this. Connection issues? Yeah, I hope we don't have that today. That last stream went beautifully. I didn't have a problem the whole time, and then sometimes it's just crap. Oh no. OS21 ZVB, or are you talking about the ZXB? Not sure. All right, well, as far as the wheels goes, I'll probably end up just cutting these tires off. I'll reuse the wheels for something later. But I do like the yellow with the yellow on the body. I think that's going to be the way I'm going to run this one. So, all right. Every single bolt on this thing is rusted. So I think I'm gonna see. Did I leave the electronics in this? Oh, come on off. There we go. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go get the remote. That's the cheap one, and let's see if this electronics works before I even take them off. Just I'm probably gonna replace these servos anyway with something a little different, maybe something a little bit better. Just they're so damn expensive. All right, we got it. So let me go get that remote real quick. We'll see if this thing will do anything. Magnesium head and header, fancy stuff. All right, what kind of buggy you plan on putting that in? All right, so where are we at here? Hopefully it'll have something in it. I don't know. I'll throw a couple batteries in this bad boy and we'll see. What do you consider expensive? Price is definitely a relative product. Expensive for what, A2? What do I consider expensive for what? Oh, servos? Honestly, I don't know. It depends. These are not, I don't know if these are considered, that looks like just a regular 10 scale servo. It depends what you're looking for. I mean, you can spend a fortune on servos. I just put those ProTech SS10 somethings, these ones. The 100 PTK 100 SS. I just put these inside that triple XNT, and I was fairly impressed. I mean, the speed on them was really nice. I mean, yes, you will find faster, but it was definitely no slug. Metal geared, metal case. It did have a plastic cap, but they were only like $50. That I would consider a good deal. I mean, yes, everybody knows you can go on Amazon and buy the cheaper ones, and some people have had a lot of luck with them. I didn't want to do that. Hey, look at that. Check it out. So, steering. Not the fastest thing in the world, but hey, it works. Let's check out the throttle. Hey, that's sufficient. I mean, if I wanted to run these, I wouldn't have any problem. Either that or I could take them and put them into a Savage or something else. I mean, hey, for what I paid for this, you figure, what's one of those worth? Let's take a look. What do these retail for? Spectrum S651. Spectrum S651, 7 kilogram servos. They're like $42 a piece. So yeah, those aren't even bad. But as far as speed-wise, those Spectrum ones would leave these things in the dirt. Way, way faster. The Traxxas 2055. Traxxas servos aren't bad. They're not fast. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I like Traxxas electronics, but if, you know, I'll use them. Why not? Heck yeah. All right, so, well, that's good to know. Put that away. Take the batteries right back out of this cheap thing. You know what, Harold? You're probably right. That is what happens a lot of times is, I mean, like I said, I'm from the automotive industry, and there's a lot of times that people will pay a lot of money for a name brand, and it's made in the same factory as the cheap brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to laugh when people would buy, like, car batteries. When I was in high school, I used to work for Pep Boys, a local chain, and you'd have people that would not touch their house brand batteries. Oh, those are garbage. Those are garbage. They're the same battery. You are buying the same exact battery if you buy the house brand, which was, I think, Pro Stop or something like that. Pro something. You were getting the same brand battery made in the same warehouse. Do you know what the difference was? Warranty. That's it. You got a 3-year warranty with the good brand, house brand. You got a 1 year. What are the chances that they are both going to last the same time? They're both going to last 3 years and 1 month. That's how it works. No, that's okay. Let's check out with the chat here. I've never killed an Amazon servo made in the same factory. Yeah, you're probably right. Just because it costs more does not mean it's better. I just like to find a middle of the road. Like Spectrum has never really gave me problems. There's small ones, like the factory one that comes in the Mini B. You couldn't give me one of those. If you send me one of those in the mail, we're gonna have problems. I don't like those. I've broken so many of those damn things. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then let's see what Harold has to say. Nah, I got my controller. That's best of best servos, can stay cheap. Yeah, I just run the Spectrum. I run the Pro 5. That's a good radio. It's not bad. $300, but you could fit, I don't even know. Hey, James Collins, how you doing, brother? Michael Graham's laughing. He likes the cheap stuff too. Harold says, legit, my AliExpress servos, take them apart and have Savox parts in it. Just doesn't say Savox on the case. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I have a Savox in my Slash. I'm a Savox fan. That's good stuff. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not surprised though. You know what I mean? You're not going to surprise me with that one. I'm sure they are. All right, so let's get this wing up. This wing is beat up, which I'm sure the new one, when I buy it, will end up beat up as well. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. It's a little junk. They're really not expensive. I'm probably going to swap that out. But you can mark that up on the bonus list. I got 2 good servos. I can use them in here or somewhere else, but they're good. So let's get this wing out of here. As you can tell, yeah, I'm a ProTech fan. Like I said, same Chinese factory. Wrong. They're not Chinese. They are made in Korea. It's a Korean sweatshop. All right, this is whatever. It's a Korean sweatshop. All right. They got these nice little decorative screws here, but I don't believe they are... I'm not going to say these. These aren't head buttons. Wonder if these are titanium or stainless. I don't think I have anything that short on my other buddy to use it for. All right, cool. Yeah, man, Harold. Know your Asian communities, man. Korean. All right. Yeah, like I said, the wing's got some road rash on it. It's a little beat up. I'm going to hang on to it. It's not garbage, but I want to put something a little different on it. All right. If everybody can hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. And anybody that's in the chat, if you guys are not members of the other people's Facebooks or YouTubes, man, get in on that. Share the love for everybody else. I don't know where OG is. He must still be sleeping, but he'll probably be here a little later. A lot of end play on this thing. Like, needs a washer or something on this standoff. All right, let's pull these shocks off. How much you just want to take a bet? What do we got in these shocks? What do you think? Are we going to have mud? We're going to have nothing at all? It's going to be clean. Nitro Bob, what's going on, brother? What do you think? I'm probably leaning towards it's going to be full of mud. Do I know you? I don't know. Do you? Nitro Bob. Everybody knows Nitro Bob. Come on now. All right, let's get that off. Yeah, these shock stands are rusty. That bushing is still in it. I don't know. Probably just put a washer on that. I don't like that setup, honestly. What the hell keeps them on? Just the flange? Yeah. Okay, cool. The Revo that I got literally had engine oil in the shocks. Hey, I'll tell you what, Bob, it's better than nothing. Could you use engine oil in a shock? I'm sure you could. Any fluid with a viscosity would probably be all right. I mean, yes, go out and do it, but compared to some of the dog shit that I've found, it's probably not bad. Nitro RC Life. Brett, what's going on, brother? Free. Everybody got to know to free Brett. I guess he's getting manhandled a little bit here. People are doing bullshit to him. If you're not a member of Nitro RC Life, everybody, which I'm sure probably everybody in here already is, so everybody look him up, give him a sub, give him some love, man. That guy is getting railroaded here. All right. Let's get the shock off. Pretty neat little setup on this one. I like how they did this. It's just basically like a stud with a nut on it. And then it's got a retaining screw on the top, which is also absolutely disgusting. Yeah, no problem, Nitro. RC Life, no problem. So what's going out your... Hey, Nitro RC Live. There you go. Brett, what's going out your way, man? I don't think I've seen you go live out there in that desert lately. All right, let's pull that pin out. All right, cool. I think some of this hardware will clean up. I mean, just by touching it on my finger, I mean, you got a good amount of the crap off of that stud. We're just going to put this back in here for now, so that way we don't lose it. Oh, man, you're going to go in and break in a new Pico? All right, well, hey, man, like I said, I just jumped in on here. What time did you plan on doing it? Because, I mean, I'm going to bail here in probably about 11:30, 12. I mean, unless you want to go on earlier, I mean, that's fine with me. All right, let's check out these shocks. These shocks look very familiar. Very familiar. And I'm not sure if I'm just thinking this or what, but I want to see something. If you look at a boot on this and the way that this shock looks, this looks extremely like the shocks off of the TLR Typhon. I mean, the boot looks identical. I want to compare those. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Look at that shock boot. Just a black sleeve. Not the same. Pretty similar, though. See if Horizon Hobby is reusing stuff from the early 2000s on something current. Wouldn't surprise me. John, no work today, man. No way. You're going to be broke now, man. You're not working 8 days a week. What are you going to do? Keep that thing warm. Yes, sir. My old heat gun melted. I still got to get one. That one that John uses, that Milwaukee, that thing's expensive. I was shocked. For you to buy that with I mean, it's the batteries that are probably the expense. With a battery, I don't even think you get a charger with it, or 2 batteries. It's like $300. That's a really nice tool that he got. All right. Looks like the springs on it will clean up nice. They're not too bad. The bottom hat. Let's break this thing open. I wonder what these look like on the inside. So, okay, let's take our bets. What do we got? We got mud? Nothing at all? Or is it coming out clean? Good old mud jug here. Bump start engines are the best of the best. Yeah, I like them. I got to get another bump start box because I have one that'll fit this buggy. My 8T has the a pull start engine, but I do have the 454 bump start engine. If I ever want to put it back in, I have a box for that. But I do not have one for the Triple X NTs. The wheel needs to sit the opposite way, and I'm not gonna take it apart and keep doing that every time. That's bullshit. Tomato sauce. All right, so we got engine oil, tomato sauce. I think it's full of KY. That'd be really expensive, but for the warmer weather, it'd be nice because if you can use the KY warming jelly, you know what I mean? You keep your shocks nice, you know? Tell you what, they put half-decent shafts in them. That's a pretty nice... It looks like a nice tin-covered shaft. I like that. A little thin on the bottoms, but don't wreck it. You won't have a problem. Let's see what size these shafts are. I have a heat gun with a cord for the house and a cordless for the on-road. Yeah, I'm going to get a cordless one. All of my Milwaukee stuff uses the M12, not the 18, so I'm kind of out of luck as far as batteries goes. I don't have any of them bigger ones. Let's zoom this out a little bit. There we go. Let's see what size the shafts are on this thing. Zero you out. Just under 4 mil on the shafts. It's not a bad size shaft for this buggy. It's a pretty good shock. I'll take that. I've been looking for a portable heat gun, just expensive for a good one. You're damn right they are. Like I said, that Milwaukee one with a battery is like $300, and then you got to buy the charger. I couldn't believe that. I don't know if I'm willing to spend the $300 to get that, but it's kind of like my Milwaukee 160 plus battery. I don't know, man. Have you seen them? I looked it up on Home Depot, unless you have a different one. I'm going to look it up right now. Home Depot. I don't know if you got it through work or something like that. Maybe they get a deal on Milwaukee. If they do, I will gladly pay you the $160 if you could get one for me. Milwaukee. Oh my God. Home Depot's website like blows up as soon as you go on it. I got 30 pop-ups. Let's see here. Heat gun. No, maybe I'm wrong. I am 100% wrong. That'll be a first. Not. They have to order it. I guess mine don't have it in stock. M18, 18-volt lithium-ion cordless compact heat gun with a 2-amp M18 battery, $180. Well, I'll be going to Home Depot later. Yo. FX Matt, y'all need a life. All right, bro. Okay, let's go. Let's take a look at the shock. Let's bust this open. Oh boy, that's tight. Y'all need a life. Brother, you're on here bitching to me. Wow. Wow, that is tight. Let's see if I can find something. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I usually do have a good mod in here, but he's not here right now. Yeah, OG's usually on top of that. Drink motor oil? You ever drink motor oil? It's terrible. All right, let's see if I can get something on this thing. Get that cap off. Holy crap. Cordless Ryobi, warm them up. Cordless. Yeah, I'm probably going to get the Milwaukee one. I've had good luck with Milwaukee stuff, but I thought there were more. I don't know. Maybe I was looking at something different. Who knows? All right, cool. There we go. Holy shit. Nick is back from the dead. Where have you been, man? Everybody's been asking about you. You had everybody worried. What happened? You should be thrilled. I mean, there was people actually concerned. You know what I'm saying? You just disappear like that? I don't know if it was your doing or not, but I'm glad to see you back. All right. The gasket's a little something, something, but no. I'm sure you've been watching, but we ain't been watching you. Where did you go? All right, so here's the verdict. This fluid is, it's cloudy, but it's not gross. Like, I appreciate that, Nick. I just hope, go get back on your thing, man. Let's have some fun again. I was looking forward to racing you this spring, and then all of a sudden you disappeared. I was like, man, am I going to have to change my plans? Oh, you were sick? Well, hey, man, I hope you're feeling better, okay? Look at this. This is kind of... All right, let me get a towel in there and just try to get some of this junk out so we can get a better look at this. This buggy, like I said, like anybody that buys a used nitro... Daughter came home from school with a bug nearly killed us all. Dude, that happens a lot. My kid always dragging something home. Now, like I was saying, when you buy a used nitro, it's kind of the fun part of it. I enjoy it. Is they all have a story. Like if you know, like let's say you traded one of us for something, most of us for the most part, we know what we're doing. You're gonna get something exactly probably what you expect. You know what I'm saying? When you buy a used one, it's like, dude, like what's the story behind this? Was it raced? Did somebody care for it? Did somebody neglect the piss out of it? It's always playing detective before you do anything with it. Now, with that being said, like this thing here, all the turnbuckles, the drive shafts, every screw on this thing. Apparently, it was put back wet and it just rusted stuff. But, like, it's got a Nova Rossi engine. It's got, the servos are probably stock. It's got a half-D type. I don't know what kind it is, but it's got a, it is what it is. It's got some plus and, negative stuff. I don't believe this is an RTR paint job. This paint job's pretty wild. Somebody did some neat shit. It may be. I didn't do much homework on it. But then you see, that this thing's been sitting. It's been sitting for quite some time. And then I take this shock oil off. The shock oil looks good for as good as it's going to be. But look at this piston in that. Anybody know these Team Associateds? That's got what? 10 holes in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, last count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 12 holes. It's got a 12-hole piston in it. That's wild. I've never seen one with that many. Not with this. That's cool. All right. So, shocks are clean. Let's pull all those off. Get them out of the way. Get them in a bag. Let's see what Nitro Bob says. Seriously, Rings, my friend got a Mugen MBX7R. The shock pistons were really blown into pieces and left in the shock. Nitro Vlog, I sub. There you go. See, Harold, that's it, man. Everybody got to get along. No nonsense. But that goes both ways. No nonsense from nobody. How does one blow a shock piston? How can you blow one? Easy. If you have way too much tension on the spring, it could be banging off the bottom of the shock body, and it can do that. I can see how that could happen. All right. Let's continue getting these off here. I'm going to work my way down. All right, that's not going to work. Let's see if we can get the nut off. All right, we're going to take the nut off. Oh, got a connection problem again. Come on, reconnect. Come on, reconnect. We having connection issues again, people? I'm seeing it on my side. All right. There you go, Bob. Saturday's a good day to do it, man. I mean, you got Brent's going to be going on a little bit later, and you could jump in at, after or before, man. If we could keep it going all day, that'd be sick. That's a nice engine, too. I wouldn't mind seeing that. If we all lived in the same city, you all know we'd be kicking it. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little rivalry. I enjoy it, but, when it all comes down to it, we all do the same shit, man. All do the same shit. Come on out now. Where's the pliers? Yeah. We might be having problems with our shop down here local. I hope not, but we'll see what happens. The owner passed away. His friend that always ran it with him and his wife are still going with it, but I don't know. They're on the older side. I don't know if maybe it's time to hang it up. If it is, I've been thinking about maybe doing my own thing. After? Yeah. Keep it going all day. I'm going to the track for 1 o'clock, but in between heats, I'll check these out, man. All right. Rear shocks are out. I'm not going to drain it. I'll drain it all later. Let's get these shocks off. And I do not like that. I'm going to look at this thing. Probably around 11 or 12 when I'm done. All right. That's not happy. That's surgery on his nose. Yeah, man, I got to go to Harbor Freight, too. I need one of those nice little dividers for the... Wow. Why are you so tight? Let's hit some WD on this thing. All right. Why is it so tight? Come on, seriously? Yeah, I could probably get away with a plug-in one, but If you're out running, man, you're not going to be able to. Yeah, that's the thing about Harbor Freight, though. I'm kind of iffy on buying their electronic stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to screw up a socket or a wrench, but you know what I'm saying? Their electric stuff is easy to do. There it goes. WD to the rescue. Don't use it anywhere else. That Pico is going to be sick. It's a good engine. He's going to enjoy that. All right, let's get the bottom half off. Gonna bash the buggy platform? Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, this buggy I want to take to the track. I'm actually going to race this one. Parts are still available, so I'm not really too worried about, you know, if I need something, I can get it. But I don't have, well, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to spend like $800 on a new kit to go run it with it because I have other things I'd rather spend that $800 on. Wow. Holy shit. It's stuck in the shock. Yeah, you got to get a portable one because, I mean, when you go to the track, you're going to have to, if you go to a track or outside, you're going to need it. Wow, is that bent? We got a bent one. Look at this. Wow. Gotta love rust. Oh yeah, that hinge pin is definitely bent. We're gonna have to add that to the list. Yeah, I didn't put nitro in my name because I do everything. Wow. Yeah, this hinge pin is bent bad. I don't want to cut it because that'll be a bitch to get out of the arm. I'm just gonna have to fight it. Yeah, not enjoying the nitro right now. This thing is freaking tight. Got it. Holy shit. Yeah. Bottom hinge pin has got a nice bend to it. So I'm going to put this to the side. Get a part number. I'll have to find those. Hopefully those aren't too bad. I enjoy hot dogs too. Oh, shit. Something as simple as a hot dog. Yeah, trying to keep nitro relevant is important, but I mean, like they say, you know, electric pays the bills, but nitro brings the glory. I don't think nitro is going to go away. I think but I don't see it growing. I mean, I think it's going to be more of a, it's going to still be a niche, but as long as you still have, you know, people going out and wanting to run a nitro race because it's different than everything else, as long as there's a demand, there will always be parts, there will always be engines. It's just, I think, this is my own personal opinion. We'll see where this goes. I think you're going to see it going a lot smaller. Like, let me explain. Like you've seen, you know, bigger engine manufacturers that did a lot of RTR stuff are gone. Nova's gone. That's totally different. But I think what you're going to see is a lot of smaller companies that are going to basically pick up where they left off. It's going to be a smaller niche brand. Like Ed Bridges, EV Mods. He just did an engine. It was his design, and it was built by Nova. I believe it was Nova. It's a Nova-based engine. And he did his own thing, and he sells his own engine. So from what I think it's going to be is, like, you're going to see the smaller guys are gonna keep it alive. All right, is that one bent too? No, that one's straight, but they probably come as a pair. So we'll put that with it. It's hard to keep it alive when everyone is so critical. Well, some people do it for different reasons. I don't get involved in it. I think a lot of the problems that you have in this world, not even just, you know, nitro RC related, is people take themselves way too seriously. I hate to tell you this. I mean, if anybody thinks that you know, we're even a small fish in this pond, you're crazy. You're crazy. I mean, 9 out of 10 times you tell someone, dude, I'm into RC cars. They're like, oh, that's cool, but then they don't give a shit. Then you have some people like us in here that actually do give a shit, and that's why we're here. See what Nitro RC Live. That's why I'm trying so hard. Every time I do something, someone has something negative to say. Yes, but you got into their life enough for them to actually go through the trouble of saying it. Do you know what I'm saying? They took time out of their day to type a reply. They took time out of their day to watch it, to have a negative reply. So your life is very important. You only have so much time on this earth. If they watched your video for 10 minutes to tell you that you suck, you took 10 minutes of their life. That's worth something. If you watch my stuff, I just fuel and bash. I do watch my tune, but not like I should. And I don't give a shit either. I give a ton of fun with my rigs. It's yours. Nitro RC Live, I'm going to be completely honest. If you want to run your RC at 350 degrees, go ahead. If you want to take a brand new Nitro out of the box and you want to smash it with a hammer, have at it, boss. I'm not going to be upset. Pay for it. It's not mine. What you choose to do with it is yours. I don't care. Do I hope you don't do that? Yes. But am I going to watch it if you do? More than likely. Not 350, but 300, man. Hey, whatever. Whatever. If it runs on 300 and you want to run it at 300, if it runs like a beast, have a blast, man. Hammer down. Have a good time. If it melts right in front of you, I'm still going to watch. And I hope you had fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that guy? Whistling Diesel or whatever, that guy? Everybody talking about how he's destroying stuff like that. He bought it. He bought it. If he wants to take it out and destroy it, it's his, man. Like I said, you want to go out and you want to run it how you run it, have at it, man. If it's not the way I run it, I'm okay with that. We don't have to do everything the same way. But like I said, you know, same thing. You want to take a brand new Nitro out and you want to smash it with a hammer, go ahead. I don't care. I didn't pay for it. Not a problem to me. Oh, now the shock is stuck. Let's get you out of there. There we go. Yeah, elevation is going to be something. I mean, and to be honest with you, like if you hit a 3.3, a 3.3 is just an RTR motor. If you kill it, like this here, this is a Nova Rossi. They don't make this anymore. I really don't want to kill it. It's going to get used. Trust me. I'm not going to baby it. But it'd be a shame, you know, to tear that up. Nobody in here is going to cry over the loss of a non-modified 3.3. Okay? It's a good engine. Traxxas, it's not a bad engine. I'm 100%. Michael Graham's 3.3 ran like a son of a bitch. But nobody's going to miss a 3.3. Well, Utah. Well, understood, you know. Oh, yeah. Let's air up there. Fuzz Freak 1967. Welcome to the channel, brother. If you haven't been here before, like and subscribe, man. I'm new to Nitro, and I don't feel much difference between extremely lean versus a reasonable tune. Okay, that's actually... Here's the deal. Everybody tunes differently. I tune mine a certain way, and I've always had fairly good luck. Extremely lean, you're just going to get hot. That's all there is to it. The way you want to do it is start off with a middle-of-the-road tune. Get it up to temperature, run it. if you take it and you lean it out, let's say 2 hours on the high side, and it goes faster, excellent. Leave it there. Run it a little bit more. Give it another 2 hours. See what it does. If it doesn't go any faster, just put it back where it was. That's it. It's so simple. Like if you're running really lean, you're gonna burn it up. It's gonna mess stuff up. But like I said, that's all up to you, brother. You know what I mean? All right, let me scroll up a sec. I missed one. It's chunking smoke and I bash that shit. Yeah, if it's smoking, you know you're okay. Well, depending, because like you could be still lean on a 14% oil content and it'll still smoke. You live at sea level, you can make good power with Richard tuning. Well, that goes with everything. Like you'll see, like the fastest cars, like when they go drag racing, you'll pick up tenths of a second just by going from going down to sea level. That's why when most people they want to break a record in the NHRA, they go down to sea level. No, if you're up in a higher elevation, yeah, you would have to run you'd have to run it leaner. Yeah, less air. Nitro Bob. Yeah, so you're at sea level, so it's totally your tune will be totally different. That's another thing. Maybe anybody has an idea on this one. I'm into older stuff like the nitro drag cars and stuff. And one thing when you used to run nitro drag cars is it was always about weight and drag as well. Like I mean, I don't think you can tune these things just on a bench. Like if I fired this up and did it, I'm sure you could get a close tune, but it's not going to be as good as like actually running it. Let me explain. If you have a 4,000-pound door car running nitromethane, big block, three speed, whatever, and you get that thing tuned in wonderful. Everything is running great. If you take that same engine, transmission, tune and all out of a 3,000-pound drag car and you put it in a smooth, let's say 2,000-pound drag car, it won't run. It won't run worth a shit because the engine needs to be working. Do you know what I mean? Like it has to, if it's made to run with the weight on it. It's made to be lugging the engine. Like the engine has to have some kind of a draw on it. That's how the nitro runs good for a dragster. So I wonder if these are like the same. Like let's say you took this Nova Rossi 21 and I had this thing tuned. I had God's tune on this. You cannot get it to run any faster. The thing is absolutely perfect. And I took it out and I put it into a real lightweight 10th scale chassis. I put this into a XXX NT. Would the tune be way off? Going from a 7-8 pound buggy to a 3 or 4 pound buggy. One thing that surprises me is when I'm at the races, I've noticed that most of the cars have pretty much no smoke coming out of them at all. Yeah, just because you could run. Well, okay, let's put it this way. Those guys that are running the nitro fuel they're going to be running a 30%. More than likely, and they're probably running maybe like an 8 or 9% on the fuel side. It's not going to smoke a lot, and they probably have those tunes pretty damn straight. Yeah, Fuzz. If you see them, they're not smoking at all. They probably don't care. That engine's got to last that race. It's coming back out. You know what I mean? Whereas if you're going to be running this thing on the weekends and having a good time with it, you're going to want it. The difference in a all-out 100% leaned out, ready to go, it's not going to go any faster tune, and one that's safe and not going to destroy your shit is probably 2 or 3 mile an hour. If you need that 2 or 3 mile an hour, you know what you need to do, but I don't think it's not, a lot of times it's not worth it, All right, where are these from? These are from the shock stands. Let's see what the chat says. Car would make a difference. Weight would absolutely mess with the tune. That's what I'm saying. So, let's think about it. You're trying to get the most out of it. If they're leaned out as fun. Yeah, well, they got to run. If you're running a big main race, like some of those races, those guys go for like an hour straight. So I don't think they're going for 100% because they need that thing to not flame out and they need it to make it. Yeah, 5% power difference between a good tune and a shit tune. Well, I don't know about a shit tune, but yeah, Nitro RC Life is 100% right. Like, I mean, even the difference in running fuels, if an engine is just all out, it doesn't matter, honestly. Like, I mean, my Revo, that engine was tired. I mean, I can make a million excuses, but either way, that Revo I put 20% nitro fuel in it, and it went, I think, 39 miles an hour. And I put 30% nitro fuel in it, fixed the tune, and I went 39 miles an hour. The engine was just, that's all it had. I think it was a gearing issue more than anything, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Okay, so let's go back to some work on this. Let's get the engine up out of the way. Let me bag these up real quick. Hey, that's a bag. That'll work. Pipes and headers, too. Yeah, the pipe and the header will matter. That's just going to tell you where your power's at. Tuning window by me is super small. I can make a ton of power or none. Maybe just my location. It all depends. Depends on the day, the temperature, what's going on. He took it away. I already read it. Doesn't matter now. All right, so we'll put this over here. All right, like this pipe and header, this I was hoping that this would have been a Nova header because it looks similar. Like it's a nice pipe. I don't see any names on it though, so it's probably just might be the RTR pipe, but I have a Nova header I could put on there. Accident. I know. After I read it, what are you hiding, brother? Let's see. When you pull wide open throttle, you should see smoke the whole time, but it will be a thin at high RPM. If you don't see smoke, rich it up and rip it. Yeah. Yeah. Like the only time I notice, like, okay, we're going to pull some fuel out of this. If you see smoke, no problem. If it starts spitting water, like, you know what I mean? It looks like water coming out of it. You know what I mean? Like, not water, but just, it's just blowing fuel out of that sucker. Is it important to use the same manufacturer pipe with motor? Is it important? Not necessarily, as long as it's a quality pipe and header. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a good pipe and header. Now, what's going to matter is, here, I'll show you. Obviously, the pipe's going to matter. A well-designed pipe is you know, all of it. You know, you want a good design pipe. This is probably your basic style pipe right here. Just, you know, you want your pressure port on the top. It's coming out the side. It's got nice springs on the flange. The gasket seal's good. This is your basic style pipe, and it's not bad. This right here is what's going to make or break what you're doing. Right here, this header. You see how this header here? Let me see if I can zoom in on it. See how that header there has a nice swoop to it? Like it's a longer one. That's going to be, I would say, because of the length, is going to be all your difference. What it's going to do is it's going to move the power range around. So if, let's say, you're on a track and it's a super tight track, the straightaway is not very long, but it's a lot of, I'm out of the corner and I need to dig out. Bam. You want torque. So you would want probably, I would say, a shorter pipe. I could be wrong on this. If anybody wants to correct me on this. A shorter or a more dramatic bend would give it more torque. So you're coming out of the corner and you need this thing to rock and roll. Bang, it's gone. Or now I'm on a track and the straightaway is longer than hell and I need to make all my power up top. It's not as tight. It's not a big deal. Then you would use like a header like this. This would be more of a top end. What this does is basically just moves the power band around. It's a tuning option. Let's see what it says here. Nitro RC. Like, I actually put a 13 tooth on my Savage and can get it to wheelie without having to kill the engine was a goal. Yeah. I don't even know what I had on that Revo. I'd have to look at it. No, what I was is just tuning with different pipes and brands make best power for the situation. Yeah, that's what it is. Basically, it's moving your RPM. I like my Rick Ritter carbon fiber pipes. I have 5. That's cool. Nice pipes. It's all preference when it comes to the pipe for bashing. If you racing, it really matters. Shortest for torque, longest for speed. Yeah, so I'm right. So this would be more like a speed pipe. And then like this one here, I have another one. Like this is a tighter pipe. This is a Nova Rossi 41019. You see how the radius is different? This is more likely like a torque pipe. because it's going to hold the pressure back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The old Platinum 086 HS pipe. That's not a bad pipe. The ProTech 2100 and 8500 header on a truggy, and the 2100 with a 70 millimeter. Yeah. One of your headers is just like that one. Yeah, there's a lot of them. It doesn't have to be a Nova header. They're all this similar design. This I got in a parts bin deal. It's good to have. But all right, let's go. Take this air filter off. All right, air filter's in good shape. I got a new insert for that. What else do we got here? What size reducer they got in this carburetor? Let's see what they were up to. 6.5. All right. Yeah, it is always fun to experiment with different ones, but I mean, don't expect don't expect the world out of buying a pipe for it. I mean, yes, it will help. I'm not saying it won't, but all right, here's that. There's that. Let's pull this wire out of here. Perfect for that Savage. Yeah, that would be a nice pipe for that Savage. You're 100% on that one. With the Savage, is usually a problem with just, how much room you got. Do you need to buy a pipe with every engine? No. It's a lot of the engines are very similar into what they like. You know what I mean? Like if you buy, like the Novas, if you bought a Rex, you bought anything that was based off of like a Nova Rossi engine, chances are if you bought a pipe that works great with your car and you bought another Nova Rossi engine, more than likely it's going to work. You know what I mean? It depends. You have to buy, it's more about buying the right engine for the platform. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you have something really, really heavy, you're going to want to, something with some torque. If you're going to buy a light one, maybe something with an insane amount of RPM would be cool. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of combinations you can play with. But 9 out of 10 times when you buy an engine, it'll tell you like, hey, we like to use it with this particular header. We like to use it with this particular pipe. Just do it. You know what I mean? If it's not a ton of money, just do it. That's how that works. All right, let's get this engine out. Take a look. All right, I'm gonna flip this on its side here. What do we got here? 2.5s or 2s? 2.5. Ooh, I don't like these. Someone used some good amount of Loctite on these. I might hate these. All right, let me get it off this stand real quick. You like that Savage, Nick? I got one now. Haven't got to run it yet. How would you classify a longer pipe versus a shorter one? That angle, like I said, like this would probably, they go by millimeter. Like this would be like a shorter one. More of a radius, I consider a longer one. There we go. Yeah, usually it's the header. That radius is going to make the difference in the length because they have to, how to explain that? The pipe's got to sit in the same spot usually. You know what I mean? The pipe, the header, the way that it's angled is going to be the difference. You like that Savage too much to ramp it? You can buy Savages cheap that are junk. I got a couple. I don't think I've ever paid more than $85 for a Savage. Fuzz Freak, the header is important for what, like I said, where you want the power. If your track is small, I mean, also between buggy and truggy, there is a difference. Like, let's say your track is small and you want that bottom end to get you out of the corners fast, up and moving fast, you're going to want a short header. If you're at a track and they got a straightaway that's as long as hell, then you probably may want something a little bit longer to give that top end a little bit. Stainless screws in this one. That's cool. Put them right back. Now, Fuzz Freak, I don't know how long have you been running a nitro buggy that or a nitro like that anyway? No wood screws. No, I haven't found any wood screws yet. Come on. Not too long, just the past summer. Okay. My recommendation is if you got a buggy that runs good, I mean, yeah, tinker, do what you want to do, but I focus more on being able to drive it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your skill level. I know my skill level, and I've been running for about 2 years, and yeah, that's going to matter more than anything. All right, I'm going to heat that thing up. That's not happy. Always one. Always one. All right, let's see what we got here. Probably 5 races. Yeah, man, get yourself some more steering time. I wouldn't worry about header length or nothing like that. Spend your money on track time. Lock the slipper. Yeah, mine are usually pretty locked. Come on, just come on out. Don't give me a hard time. And you're gonna. Son of a bitch. Oh, there's always one. All right, let me try something. Let's try something. No. Nope, that one ain't coming out easy. Trying to develop some knowledge. Yeah, that's 99% of the thing, man. All right. Well, I always love having to do this. Yeah, man. Fuzz, if you go through and you subscribe to a bunch of the people on here, you'll find probably within this vlog right here, this live, you will probably find a pretty good handful of the more knowledgeable people in this community. 100% on that one, Nitro Bob. That's why I said I'm not looking to buy an $800 buggy this not looking to buy an $800 buggy and then having to put another $800 into it, run a $1,600 buggy. I'm going to look to run, if I run this engine, I'm into this thing for, what did I spend on this? I'm sorry, $217. You know what I'm saying? If I run a different engine, I still won't have anywhere near $800 into this. All right, we got too much stuff here. Too much stuff here. Where's my flatheads at? Okay. Try with that. It's probably not gonna work. No. All right, I gotta go grab a flathead. Make this a little deeper. All right, I'll be right back. I'll grab that. All right, I'm back. Let's see. It's getting serious. Yeah, friggin' screw. It'll come out now. Gotta keep it above the chassis. Bob, man, you're not drinking nitro coffee, are you? Give me a sec. Didn't know that money equals podium. Well, I could be the proof of that later today. I have a lot of money into that B7, and I'm not going to be anywhere near a podium today. I guarantee you that. Next opinion, get a Savage. Yeah, get a Savage. All right. I'll get this engine out. All right, screw you, need to go in garbage. The hell with you. Boop. There we go. Ah, still some fuel in that line. Cool. Nice mounts on this. All right, cool. Take that engine and clean that up another day. It's a good one. I got after running the coffee. Well, I think everybody gets the runs after coffee, don't they? I hate coffee. I can't drink that shit. It's disgusting. All right. All right, engine's out. Let's see what else we got. Do a quick cleanup. Let's get some of this stuff up out of here. All right, there's the wing mount to the pivot. Put that with the wing. Where do we put the wing? All right, 4 tires. Put them on the shelf. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate that. All right, we'll throw these back in. These ones are still good. At least I can use them for a reference for when I got to figure out what size I need. Shock oil coffee, 80 weight. Oof. You'll feel that in the morning. Nitro Freak, what's going on, brother? Giving the Call of Duty a break for the day. Let those Germans alone. All right. Coffee all day long. Ugh. You can have it. You can have it, sir. All right. We'll put that. We'll put the air filter together. Let's bring her back out. Let's see. I want to put these screws in there so I can keep this together. I don't know if it's going to fit. No. All right, then. Let's see. Where'd the wing get to? Go back. Oh, there's the wing already? That's crazy. Darker the better. Ugh. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Where the hell is that wing at? There's the shocks. Put that in here. Wing's right in front of my face. Put this together. I actually need a couple of parts for my one Savage. I need the roll bar for an XL. Anybody has one wants to sell for a couple bucks, I need it. All right. Fuel tank is just held in with some clips. So we'll take that and get that right out of the way. Hoping this Team Associated goes together kind of like an MGT. The MGT, you can take all the electronics and everything all out in one shot. You don't have to do a whole lot. Let's see what we got here. Black as the night. Nah, man. All right. Tank is out. Let me go drain this little bit of fuel out. All right, cool. All right, let's start on the back. I guess we'll start pulling it from the back out. We're starting to see about that box. And it looks like just a ton of screws. I can take it all out at once. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, probably do that. I'm probably just gonna pull the arms off of the servos. I need to drink more water. I just don't like the taste of it. There's nothing to it. Then when you start adding like those little gel things, you know what I mean? Like the little bottles of stuff to make your flavored water. I don't know. I think it kind of defeats the purpose, you know what I'm saying? Use your coffee to make your coffee next time. So it's kind of like making moonshine. You use your tails to start your next batch. Yeah, that flavored water sucks. I like the what do they call it? Like the sparkling water. Like they sell it at Walmart. Like they have the great flavored ones. They're not too bad. My heart almost exploded from drinking energy drinks. Yeah. I'm on blood pressure medication. I have been since I was in my 20s. It's hereditary. My father was as well. But I went to go see the doctor about it because he's like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Like, yo, your blood pressure is high. I'm like, okay, cool. He asked me, you know, do you drink energy drinks? I was drinking 2 of those Monster BFCs a day. Like, I mean, religiously. And he's like, holy shit, you need to cut that out. And so I did. I don't drink them. I do drink them still. I don't drink them like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't drink. If I have 1 Monster a day, hey, RC Mob, what's going on, brother? If I have 1 Monster a day, you're lucky. Sometimes I have more than that, but on the majority, I barely have 1 a day. And every time I go back, they just put me on the same medication anyway. It's like, I don't know, whatever. All right, let's lean this up on this. See if we can get these screws out. Where's my gun? We'll do it quick. See if we can find out which ones will take that tray out. All right, there are batteries in the drill. I have like a Monster a week. Nah, I gotta have more than that. I'll probably have 2 today. I don't know. I kind of like them when I go racing. Once I start to hit the wall and I get a little tired towards the end of the day, use it as a little bit of a pick-me-up. You know what I mean? All right, be nice. Okay, cool. Probably this guy. This one. I think these screws will actually clean up pretty nice. All right, let's see if it's moving. Absolutely. Probably a couple right here. Sweet. Okay. There it is. See, this is nice. I love this design. I love it when they do this. A lot of companies do, and I really like it. When you can pull all the electronics out just like that. Now you got to clean this thing. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. You know what I mean? Makes life a lot easier. Take the screws. I'm going to put them right inside of it. There we go. this back on. Nick, you better be watching this because this is going to be one of the ones I bring the barn burners with. So if we're still on for the spring, man, this is definitely one I'm bringing. All right, that's cool. The what's it? Haywire, what's going on, brother? The rc8.2 does the same thing. I like that. Let's take a look at what we can see so far. Well, look at that. The drive shafts are all rusted out. I'm going to put them on the wire wheel. I should be able to clean them up. This thing is actually a really nice kit. I don't know if some of the stuff it came on it. I got to do some more homework on this thing because, like I said, a lot of stuff don't make sense. Like, someone gave enough shit to not clean the tank, but the engine was clean. They cared enough to, you know, fix the body, but then it's rusted to shit. So, like, there's got to be a story to this thing. They just ditched it or what? Dr. S, what's going on? I haven't seen you here before, man. If you could, like and subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Also, everybody else that's in here, Haywire, Nitro RC Vlog, everybody else. I'm not going to mention everybody, but everybody else that's in here. If you're looking for information, you got probably the smartest people in the community right here, right now, at your disposal. Lots of good blue looking good. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, this doesn't make sense in like certain ways. Like, I wonder how this came because, like I said, you got these blue anodized hubs. I don't believe these are team associated because the anodizing, you can see the difference between the hubs and like, let's say the wheel nut. This is a darker blue than that. So I'm not sure that those are team associated. But then, like, it's got adjustable A, B, C, and D block on it. How many times do you see, what do you want for the yellow antenna cap? Is there a yellow one? Yeah. No, that looks cool, man. I'm keeping that. Can't have it, Bob. OG, there you go. Figured I'd be out racing by now. No, I don't go there till 1. But, like, here's another thing. Like, look, you got an aluminum brace in the back, but then you got a plastic one in the front. Okay, I could kind of see that maybe from a kit, but how often do you see just an RTR kit with the adjustable blocks A, B, C, and D? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense because it's all adjustable. It has all your kick up and everything. I don't know how it works, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, well, let's start separating. We'll go from the back forward, I guess. I wonder if someone raced it for a short time and then turned it into a bash and it's sat. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Maybe they bought the new and just said, the hell with this one and put it in a garage or something. I have most of those blue pieces. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. All right. I think we'll start with the back. I'm going to take the back section off. We'll get, let's see, we're going to have to pull that off. Or no, that'll slide out of the diff. Yeah, we're going to go with that, and then we'll work our way through the center, and then we'll pull the front end off. I want to take this apart in, 4 pieces. Chassis plate, center diff, front and rear. I'll give you a hot dog for it. Man, what kind of hot dog? Talking, you know, one of those nice cheese dogs? We talking, a foot long? Or we talking like a cheap-ass ballpark? Ready to trade all your on-roads for Savages? I wouldn't do that. Like I said, you can find, beat-up Savages dirt cheap, man. I'll look out my way. If you're interested in buying more of them, you know what I mean? I find them. Find an LST or an MGT, man. MGTs are sick. All right, so let's start with that. We'll get that. Is that a nut on the other side? Maybe we can just get the nut off. That's it. MGT, baby. The MGTs are where it's at. I'll tell you what, you know what I mean? The Savages are dope. It's a good truck. But, like, after putting together an MGT, I kind of like the MGT better because the MGT is built kind of like a buggy. You know what I mean? Like, You get the nice aluminum parts on it. It's MGT better than a Savage. Oof, I'm not ready to make that claim. I'm not ready. Traxxas is king. All right, I'll make the claim on that one. Nah, man. Michael Graham got some fast Traxxases, though. He did whoop on me. So, take it for what it's worth. My MGT does wheelies. Mine will do wheelies. I just don't know if it shifts. I need to spend more time with that in the spring. MGTs are expensive, man. What, for the MGT? All right. I wouldn't mind buying a transmission out of a real 4.6 if you have a full transmission. Mine is a 21 with a 4.6 engine in it, so you know it has the plastic gears. Sold the last one you had. Yeah, it's all right. I'll worry about it when it breaks. Oh, God, everything is stuck. There we go. Everything on this damn truck is stuck. I got arms, chassis. I need... Do you have any of the RPM arms? I can use a set for... well, they're the same front and rear. I can use 2 upper and 2 lowers. My whole front end is RPM, but the back is stock. It's how I got it. I didn't do that. All right, get you a better view, hopefully. I have one set and they're on the truck. There was a set on eBay last week. Yeah, I'm staying off eBay, man. I got up early the other night. I don't know why. I went on there and I had bids on 2 friggin' what's it called? RC10 GTs. 2 of them, identical. They're still up there, but I don't know. They're priced right if anybody's looking for one. Where do you plan on getting new parts for the A2? Probably eBay. Find around. You can still get some of the parts right off Team Associated's site, like arms and stuff like that, turnbuckles, things of that nature. You can still get them. The part numbers are still good. Okay. This should slide out of there. So I should not have to remove the drive shaft. I should be able to just pull the bolts out from the bottom. I'll tell you what, like I said, on eBay, I've been chased out of pricing on parts, like a parts truck, like absolute garbage, just parts, and people have paid a ton of money. And then I bought some really sick shit for really cheap, and people have been sleeping on it. MGTs are killer. Yeah, man. I really, like I said, like this reminds me a lot of the MGT putting it together, like all the way it is. It's basically they built it like a buggy. How could you go wrong? You know, the reverse works in mine. All the servos worked in mine. I just don't know if it's shifting. That engine needs a tune in big time. No, Nitro Bob, that's not really what's wrong with the hobby. It's just here's how this works. I think the MGT. Well, I'm not gonna do it. No, I think the MGT is better than the Savage. Then you'll have 10 other people that say absolutely not. Like, look at this. Now you got Michael Graham saying the T-Max is #1. That's what makes it cool. Could you imagine how boring this would be if, let's say everybody had, we only have the Savage. That's the only thing we have to use. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants, what they like. Now, If you think your Savage is faster than my MGT, let's line them up, put a GPS on them. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be done, you know? Some people would never want to work on something like I'm working on right now. Me? I'm fine with it. It's cool. Oh, lovely. Dirt in the hexes. It's all fun and games. Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna like their own thing. You know what I mean? I got a red cat sitting behind me. I know 9 people that probably in here right now probably wouldn't put their hands on a red cat. I got one. You know why I got it? It was cheap. It's all fun and games till someone loses an eye. Yeah, it's still funny then. Who's the dude with the eye patch? I have a red cat Gen 8. Okay. Anybody else have a red cat? Because it's probably just me and you. This came from Florida. This is... It's like sand. I'm getting some sand. We're good. I just don't have a preference. A monster truck's a monster truck, you know what I mean? I'll run them both. Still an RC. Yeah. Would I pay full price for a red cat? All right. The lowrider, dope. Will I buy one for full price? I don't know. It's kind of a one-trick pony. It's kind of cool, but I mean, it's... I don't know what you're going to do with it. It's pretty cool, though. Their crawlers are kind of neat. That Gen 8 or whatever is pretty neat. Or they make some decent shit. I don't know. The only reason I own one is because it's cheap. This little skid plate is shit. I wonder if I can get a new one of these. Dude, the lowriders are cool. I remember they used to have cheap ones back in the day. I had them in high school. All it would do was just hop the front. It didn't do any of the crazy shit they're doing now. Yeah. Now we gotta do some more digging. That ain't gonna work. The red cats with Gaia. That's cool. I have that red cat lightning STR. I bought it late at night. Didn't really look at it. I bought it off eBay. It went for like $100. I thought it was an RS4 because I just looked at it quick. I bid on it and I forgot about it, and I get an email saying I won it and I got to pay for it. I was like, what the hell is this? So I brought it back and made the best of it. Hell yeah. First RC was a red cat actually when you got the Revo. How did I end up with a Revo? Forget. I bought it local, I think. How did I get that Revo? Yeah, I bought it. I put it back together. It was a local purchase. I have 2 of them now. How did I get the Revo? Oh, I remember how I got the Revo. I built a slash 4x4 out of parts. You know, just stock shit I had laying around. And I switched one from a high center chassis to a low center, so I had a full chassis. So I basically just put it together with leftover, Traxxas parts. And I traded a guy straight up. I was like, yeah, that's a good deal. He wanted an electric, and I'll take another nitro. You know what I'm saying? Travis Robinson, how you doing, brother? If you hit that like button on the way in, I'd appreciate it. Oh, yeah. That diff is as dry as a cat's ass. Look at that thing. There ain't no grease on that. Ugh. Oh, it got the Florida on me. Nasty. Yeah. Everybody catching up with everybody. No drama in my lives, man. We ain't doing that shit. All right, let's get a little cleanup here. Yeah, this little skid plate on the bottom is completely shot. Haha, look at that. Well, at least we know where we can get one. Look at this. Proudly made in the USA. This is aftermarket. This is made by DE Racing. No shit. Well, at least I know where I can get them again. That's awesome. See what I mean? Like this has some aftermarket stuff on it. So I don't know what's what. So let's take, what's that little gasket? That thing's shot. Where's it? I think it's, come on. There we go. Well, the gasket for it, I'd say, has seen better days. That's not going to get reused. All right. Yeah, those screws, dude. All right. So we got whole back section taken apart. Let's take a closer look at it. Swape. Got a nice layer of rust on them. Drive shafts also. Screws. Sure, I'm going to have to go through the bearings, take a look. It's got tie-coated pins for the hinges. I don't think that's an RTR thing. And like I said, there's the D block, and it has all the adjustments for you to add. I guess that would be just height. Don't know how you would adjust them. I'll have to look into that. That's pretty cool. All right, let's put that in the bin. Go in the bin. Put the engine and the tank in the bin. Okay, get that, put that in the bin. I'll put the screws back in the bottom so at least I know where they came from. Still OG's fault that I bought this, so the more stuff I find, the less on the hook he is. Oh, stop it. Dropping shit. All right, I'm going to hang out for probably another half hour. Let's try to get the rest of this apart. After my live, we got a couple of guys ready to break in some engines, so it's going to be a good Saturday. I'm going racing. All right, we'll just leave that on for now. All right, center diff can come out. Oh, great. Get to dig more dirt out. I need to stop going on eBay every time I find something. No, don't. Keep going on eBay. Just kind of, it's kind of a funny thing, though, because it's like, you know what? Like, sometimes, like, when I bought this buggy, OG was actually looking at it. We got to make sure that we're not bidding on the same shit unless, you know, we want to mess with each other. All we're doing is costing each other money. I mean, if you want to buy one out from under me, go ahead. I think it's funny. I thought that one was funny, but other than that, ugh, gross. All right, one. Like I said, Bob, there's if you're in the market for an RC10 GT, there's one going off today, one going off tomorrow. I think they're at about like 130 bucks. The other one's at like 110 bucks, but the one that goes off tomorrow, has an OS 12 CVR in it. That's the one. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? You still working? They let you out yet? Yeah, if you can get that one with the 12 CVR in it, man, that's a pickup. I mean, I'm probably thinking that was going to go for probably close to about 150 bucks. Would be a damn good price for that truck. The one that's up now, it's going for like 130. I would say that's pretty close to topped out, maybe 150 tops. But that one that goes off tomorrow, man, that's a deal. That's a deal and a half. If you could pick that up for $1.50, yeah, hell yeah. Not working. Getting ready to go into work. Yeah, I ain't working today either. I'm going racing after I'm done tearing this pig down. I'm going to start cleaning it, putting it together. I need hinge pins so far. That's it. Thinking about a nap. don't even want to think on that. No naps for me today. All right, cool. Okay, I'm going to take the steering with the front. And I got to take the brace. So let's take a look at this diff. Yeah, looks like a diff. Nice amount of surface rust there on the brake. It's got like a metal composite brake. It's got a composite on the top, but it's metal based. That'll clean up. It's got front and rear brakes. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Hell yeah. All right, let's get this front section off and get this to clean up. If I can just get that off. All right, dig out more shit. Keeps repeating itself. Is it okay now? Oh, is it connected? We all right now? I don't know why this thing does it. Some days I can get a perfect stream, and then sometimes it'll mess up. All right, Michelle says it's okay. It's fine from Rob. All right, we're going to keep on rolling. All right, so let's just keep on rolling. Yeah, my laptop's just doing the circle now. So as long as it says connected, I'm going to keep on moving. All right. Why such a long screw? All right, cool. Bob's on his way to the store. Anybody want anything? I'll take a Yoo-hoo and a Monster. All right, so we'll gotta move this guy. Hang on. Coffee, a heat gun. You're getting a list, Bob. You better take it. All right, let's get some more of this shit out of here. That's why I'm a fan of the chassis protectors. Even if you don't need them, man. Look how much easier it'd be than me cleaning this crap out. Mountain Dew? What's not working perfect, Joe? What's going on, brother? Anyway. I just re-clicked on it. I went back and then back onto the live, and it was fine. I don't know if it's probably just my laptop being a piece of crap as usual. All right, so I guess with this one, I'm going to have to take the steering with it. It's all going to come off as one thing, so you're going to need pretty much everything up here. Only a couple of them with junk in them, thank God. It's like concrete, though. Look at this. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know if Bob's going to be able to get all this at one store. I asked for a Yoo-Hoo and a Monster. We got a heat gun. I mean, he might be able to get most of it from Home Depot or Lowe's, but maybe I'll take it from the top. Yeah, it's got to come from the top first. Lowe's got coffee? If you get at Home Depot early enough, they usually do. Sometimes they put out donuts and coffee for the contractors. Oh. All right, so we're going to take this from the top. We'll have to take the links off. Try to reset the stream, Joe, because I redid it and it's working fine on my side now. Alright, put that back on there. Nitro Starbucks. I won't go to Starbucks. I don't see how people pay that kind of money. It's ridiculous, the price that they charge for some of that shit. I'm like I said, but I'm also not a coffee drinker. Is there really that much of a difference between a cheap store one and a Starbucks? Because I'm sure it all comes in the same shit. Like, we used to have a donut connection by us. And then we also have like a family-owned one called Curry. You go to one of them, and you get a cappuccino and a donut is $7. You get a cappuccino and a donut, the other one is $4. And if you look at the cappuccino machine, it's exactly the same machine. You're like, I ain't going here anymore. Same shit. All right, so if I take these 4 out, it should just drop down. And that should be it. Try and reset the stream if you're having a problem. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that either. I'm going to finish getting this front end off, and I'm going to get out of here. So if you guys want to fire that up, man, I'll be here. I'm going to watch it. What if this is a DG plate on the front? I pay $5 for Walmart coffee pods and then dump caramel syrup and milk in it. It's fine. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I couldn't imagine it being much different. I don't like it if it's cheap or expensive. I just never acquired a taste for it. Okay, that's everybody. That is not. It's just basic. I guess that's the stock one. Okay. There we go. Front end is off. Let's take a look at the condition. All right, we got the same rust on the drive shafts, same on the sway bars. It's all gross. Drive shaft. But I think this will all clean up nice. It's got the tin-coated pins again. Ah, I see how these work. Not adjustable in the B. The A have little dots on side these inserts. Whether you flip them up or down will give you your lift or your droop. All right. That's apart. That's apart. This should just slide up. Give me the bearings. The bearings gotta go with it. Where's the pick? All right, I need a bag for the screws. And that should be it. It's all apart. I really didn't find much damage other than those front pins. I'm going to go find me a part number for them. Let's see. Maybe if I can find them gaskets, because those are shot. Didn't see anything broke. Found a couple of aftermarket parts on it. That's fantastic. Servos work. Chassis looks pretty good. It'll clean up nice. Bottom isn't really even scratched up too bad. Happy with that. But yeah, that's it. Steerings are nice. Yeah, I have no problems. So let's get a recap on this. Who's got the? We got a Pico going to be fired up. Who's doing that? Who's going on after this? What's going on? Where are we moving? What is that? This. All right, she's never looked better. There we go. That's what we're left with. All right, so where are we going from here? I'm about ready to close it up for the day. I'm getting ready to go racing. Hope everybody else has fun. I appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out. Probably do this again next week on Saturday. Start cleaning this thing up. Maybe start reassembling, getting things done. Not doing anything? Yeah. Well, I hope you feel better. Get back into the mood of doing stuff, you know. Maybe get some better heat in that shed. A2 says, looking forward to seeing her all cleaned up and running again. Thanks for the live. I'm out for now. Have a great day, everyone. All right. Yeah, me too. Sounds like a good note to leave on. All right. So if everybody, thanks for showing up. If you can hit that like or subscribe button on the way out if you haven't already. If not, I'll catch you next week. Peace.